8th race of the Target Series season. We're back after a little bit of a break, and we're here for the KFC 300 at the Kentucky Speedway. On the pole for today's race, the 1 of Jay Jefferson, beside him starting in second, the 25 of Eric Olson. Then in third place, Taylor Bryan Price. Fourth, it is second in points, Jacob Fitzwater Sr. And ranking on the top 5, Tommy Fletcher Jr. in the 77. Starting in sixth, we have Sebastian Kukulon. Seventh place is Ryan Lee Spurley, too, but John Smith in eighth. Ninth, we have Evan Hunter. And ranking on the top 10, Max Anderson in the 23. Back behind them, we have Sebastian Dupain inside, Colin Teague in the 2. Then we have points there, Levi Schoen start back in 14th. Two's inside Justin Zidell, the 30. Then there's DJ Reed and Madison Tall in the 47, along with Mathis Wells and Alex Fletcher, the 41. Then we have Jose Mills, winner of the last race before the break, and to his inside Jennifer Buford in the 18. Then we have Jake Galloway, the 20, and the 19 of Mason Baskers, with Landon Lyons and Luke Rainey in the 88. Then we have Eli Bright, the 8, and the 29 of Code Red, along with Roman Fenway and last season's champion Brett Sierra, almost won this race last season. Then we have Casey Nanico and Danny Lloyd, the 10, along with Trey Rainey and Bronson Minnick in the 42. Then we have Jeff Bright and Alex Turner, along with Anthony Hernandez and Colton Yo, Adam McDowell, Michael Gregory, Zachary DeLello, and Jake Richardson. And rounding out the field, 41st Landon Dinkins, and in the 42nd position, Keyshawn Richardson has the helmet cam for today's race. And once again joined in the booth by Trey Bardo. Trey, this is a very unique racetrack, a lot of grip for these cars. We might see some 3 and 4 wide racing all day long. What are you looking forward to in these 30 laps of action?
Well, like you said, this track is known. It's going to be very pack racy 3 and 4 wide. Luckily, they can make 4 wide work for the most part here, but if they end up getting 5 wide, you're going to expect big wrecks here to happen. So I'm excited to see the fast-paced action here and be able to see who's going to be able to pull out the win today.
Yeah, 5 wide, definitely a breaking point here at this racetrack. We've seen many big accidents in the past here at the Kentucky Speedway. We'll see what happens today. 30 laps of action. Let's go on trackside for the most famous words in motorsports.
Are you ready? Drivers, start your engine.
42 engines crank up here at the Kentucky Speedway for racing in Sparta, Kentucky. The 8th Target Series race of 28 this season. 30 laps of action here in the KFC 300. On the front row, it is Jay Jefferson, Eric Olson, Talias with the green flag. And as we mentioned, fast racing, pack racing, 3 and 4 wide all day long, and the possibility of a big crash. However, last season, we did not see a single caution flag in this race, so we'll see if it's more like last season or if we're going to go back to our roots with where we've seen big crashes. Coming down into the restart zone, Jay Jefferson in control for the start of the KFC 300. He steps on the gas, and we're green flag racing in Sparta, Kentucky.
It looks like already Jay Jefferson, Brian Price, and Fletcher have cleared himself, but Fletcher's going to make it 3 wide for the lead on the very first lap, on the first time on the backstretch. Very aggressive move here early in the race. We're going to be able to see if he's going to be able to pull it out on the bottom side as if he does.
Already throughout the pack as they come off the 4th corner. Tommy Fletcher Jr. started 5th. He'll lead the first lap of the KFC 300. Following him through Evan Hunter. And there comes the 2 of Colin Teague, also looking low. Into turn 1, they'll be 3 wide again, maybe 4 wide. Here comes the 30 as Zidell looking to the bottom. Teague blocks it off there, 4 wide further back. Once again, they can make that work. It's the 5 wide that really causes accidents here. Colin Teague to the top spot, with Zidell coming to the inside. Won here last season in the Penzo Truck Series. So knows how to get it down Kentucky, but in a different type of car. And he'll be going for the lead here in lap number 2. He'll take it away. He'll lead the second lap of the KFC 300. 4 wide behind them as Alex Fletcher comes for second. Mason Baskers to the inside, though, 3 wide.
Yeah, it looked like Fletcher there was on the bottom there, getting pushed by Baskers, but it looks like he went to enter the corner there. Baskers was able to get below him, and now Baskers is going to come here for the lead as the 92 and the 8 of Eli Bright. We'll see what happens with these two, as if you remember, they've had some questionable actions in the past, so we'll see if they settled it out or if they're going to race each other a little harder than they would anyone else here.
Looks like Eli just wants to take the lead away from the 92. Maybe the best type of revenge on drivers to beat them out in the racetrack and win the race over them. But Eli going to get taken to the top side by Casey Nanico, the 14, moves down to the bottom. Just behind Nanico, that is the 33, Sebastian Dupain, getting the push from Jake Galloway in the 20. Galloway's DJ Reed just behind. Here comes Jose Mills, won last race at Boston. Seems like it was a while ago. The Target Series been a pretty big break, about 2 race break. But Mills coming second on the inside by Jake Galloway as Galloway takes the lead away, and the 20 car still 3 wide, not really any 4 wide so far early on in this race.
Yeah, and here comes the 40 of Jose Mills, our last race winner at I believe it was Boston with the crossover move on Luke Rainey. We'll be able to see if he's going to be able to make it 2 in a row here. But these drivers behind him, I'm not going to let them get away too easily. As you can see, Kukulon in the 00 midway, 24 of DeLello and the 04 of John Smith are going to see if they can make, as they're going to make it 3 wide for the lead coming across the start finish.
3 wide to the bottom goes Zachary DeLello, getting pushed from Landon Dinkins. If you recall, the 6th car started back in the 41st position. 5 laps in, he's going for the race lead. Just shows how big the shuffle is here at Kentucky. You can work your way from the back to the front very easily, but it's also very easy to go from the front to the back. Now 3 wide for Anthony and Matt, as well as the 16 down to the bottom. Taylor Bryan Price just behind them. Wells looks for lead on the 21 as they come off the 4th corner. A little bit 4 wide back there. John Smith, Kukulon in the middle, but they're sorting it back out to try and get to 3 wide. And once again, 4 wide, not too much of a breaking point. It's when they get 5 wide we'll see issues. Wells high, Taylor Bryan Price bottom. Behind the 09, here comes the 18 of Jennifer Buford.
Yeah, Jennifer Buford looks like she's going to be able to make her way up here so far, but the 09 has been up front for a little bit here. Looks like he is maybe one of the stronger cars, as Madison Tull is going to get behind Jennifer there and see if she'll be able to actually, looks like she's going to dive low of Jennifer there and try to make positions up herself, as the 42 is there, as well as our reigning champ, Brett Sierra, is going to try to make his way up front as well.
Brett Sierra had a very fast car here last season, actually almost won the race. Finished second in that one, but led a majority of the laps along with fellow race winners. So Sierra's looking to get it done this season for a little bit of revenge at this racetrack. He'll look to the bottom of Bronson make for the lead in turns 3 and 4. Hell's up from behind. That's the 55 of Colton Yo moving with them. Colton Yo now moves low. They'll be side by side to lead the 8th lap. It'll be Sierra up top to do it in the 48. Behind them, 4 wide inside the top 5. That's for 4th position. Sebastian Dupain down low, and Danny Lloyd, Taylor Bryan Price, and Madison Tull behind them. The Rainey brothers come forward. Luke Rainey inside of Trey Rainey as Trey tries to clear himself of the inside lane. That's 19 Mason Vasquez he's trying to clear, but they're still 4 wide inside the top 10 as Dupain looks for the lead. Brett Sierra going to get 4's time. They might be 5 wide off turn number 4, and they are. Watch for this as they come down this front stretch. And around they're going to go. It's a big crash and into the air for Brett Sierra, the 48. Into the catch fence, the 09 as well. Taylor Bryan Price rides the safer barrier, and in it, Trey Rainey and Tommy Fletcher Jr. 4 cars hard into the outside safer barrier, and that will definitely lead to some retirees. Caution is in the air. Sebastian Dupain, the only one not to take. He'll come back around, complete the 10th lap, but a scary crash here in Kentucky.
That was a spectacular wreck here on the front stretch at Kentucky. 2 cars going into the air. Brett Sierra, and I believe that was also the 09 of Bryan Price. Very, very vicious wreck here. We'll have to see what happened and caused it.
Caution flag in the air. Dupain leads them back. Let's go see what happened under our first caution flag in the KFC 300. A terrible crash off of turn number 4. They got 5 wide, and it was caused by the 09 of Taylor Bryan Price. See that hole in between the 48 and the 47? That's where the 09 was until he made his move. Now they are 5 wide, pinching together. Trey Rainey and Tommy Fletcher Jr. trying to give each other room, but they get down to Mason Baskers, and right there, that horrible impact puts Sierra into the air. Luckily, that car never goes upside down for Taylor Bryan Price. He also never goes upside down. He just rides the wall, but it's still a terrible impact for all of them. Trey Rainey making this final Target Series appearance here at the Kentucky Speedway. He's involved in it. Tommy Fletcher Jr., Mason Baskers, and of course Brett Taylor Bryan Price, the 2 most notable in this crash as they went up into the air. So about 5 cars involved in this scary crash here at the Kentucky Speedway, and definitely getting the worst of it. Brett Taylor Bryan Price. Sierra looks like he actually drove away from the accident and is trying to get back in line, but for Taylor Bryan Price, he's going to be done for the day here at the Kentucky Speedway. There's the 5 ways they pinch together, and our helmet cam, Keyshawn Richardson, got a great view of this. We'll go to him just next, but what did you see in that, Trey?
Yeah, well, I mean, like you said, it's the 5 wide. Never really works out here. Looks like one of the cars might have slipped up the track, or someone just tried to squeeze it in a hole there that was there, but not very a good idea for them. But as you said, it was a spectacular crash, but not very big. Only 5 cars were involved here, and it looks like majority of them even drove away. So as you said, the helmet cam of Keyshawn Richardson got a very good view of it, so we'll be able to see what he saw here. As you see, he's just in the middle of everyone. They go up, and then you just see Brett Sierra in the air. Not a very good thing you want to see as another driver racing on that track. But luckily, it looks like all the drivers involved were okay. As we said, majority of them drove away, and the only one that wasn't able to was the 09 of Bryan Price. He is out of the race, I believe, but everyone else, I think, should be good to go for the rest of this thing.
5 cars involved in a scary crash in our first caution flag of the KFC 300 at Kentucky. We'll go back around the midway point of this race. coming back to the green flag on lap number 15 will be 16 laps of racing to go, and the KFC 300 2 retirees from the crash. Taylor Ryan Price and unfortunately Trey Rainey also out. 1 lap down for Tommy Fletcher Jr., but 39 cars are on the lead lap. Brett Sierra, the 48, drove away, actually crossed the line while he was in the air, and cross line 26, so they're giving his position back, which is midway through the pack. There's drivers like Jake Gowie, Keyshawn Richardson, Alex Fletcher, Riley Sprayton that missed the crash. They're going to be behind this 48. We'll see how that impacts this restart. At the front, Sebastian Dupain leads. Alex Turner in second. They have Colton Yo, Luke Rainey, and Bronson Minnick. Danny Lloyd, Jeff Bright, Adam McDowell, Max Anderson, and second in points, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. rounds at the top 10. Last race winner, Jose Mills, is currently 11th. Luke Rainey, who finished runner-up there, is currently in the 4th position. As we come back green, 16 to go. Dupain gets the jump, and we're back green at Kentucky.
Sebastian Dupain got a very good jump there, as it looks like the 05 of Alex Turner just did not get going. As Brett Sear, you can see here, is not very fast here on the start. He is stacking a lot of people up. It seems like at the same time everyone's getting around them. Code Red hung up a little bit, but he's going to be able to dive to the inside there. I would say that's a very good job by those drivers to get around the damaged car of Brett Sierra. Not too much damage to them race-wise. So as we see here, Sebastian Dupain is still leading as the 10 of Danny Lloyd dives to the inside of Alex Turner.
And if we stay green, we're definitely going to catch 2 lap cars. The 77 also very off place. Tommy Fletcher Jr., obviously Brett Sierra going very slow as well. So if we stay under this green flag for the rest of the race, we will catch those 2 lap cars. Watch for that because lap traffic can mean a lot here at Kentucky. Luke Rainey wants second from Danny Lloyd. Sebastian Dupain continuing to lead in the 33. Here comes Luke holding nicely on that yellow line, getting a nice corner exit right there. Gaining on the 33. Battle for third, Massenthal inside the 10 of Danny Lloyd. Here comes Anthony Nez and Jose Mills also moved to the front. Luke's down the back of Dupain, entering turn 1, looking for a way around that 33 car. He might have it right here with a nice run through 1 and 2.
Yeah, Luke Rainey felt a little bit of a sting after last race, losing it there in the final closing laps. Would definitely love to come back and get a win here, but we'll have to see. It looks like he's going to be able to clear, but he's going to go up the track and possibly allow the 21 of Hernandez to get below him, as he does, I believe. That's going to allow Mathis Wells to come in and possibly take opportunity from that as well.
And for Luke Rainey, this might be one of his favorite racetracks. A long time ago, around Season 4 of the Gatorade Cup Series, when we still had all 4 series running along with the Mountain Dew ARCA Series, he raced in all 4 series here at Kentucky. I believe he got 3 top 5s and a 6th place finish in that weekend here at Kentucky. So he loves this racetrack. He's performed very, very well here in the past. He's looking to continue that momentum as Mathis Wells continues to lead in the 16. Alex turned back up to second. Here comes Landon Lyons along with Max Harrison. But Luke Rainey, definitely one of his favorite racetracks. He knows how to run well here, trying to do it right now in the front pack. And to his inside, 3 wide. Here comes points leader Levi Schoen to move to the front of the field.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of Levi Schoen. As you see in the distance, they're actually catching up to a lap car already. That's the 77 of Fletcher Jr. But as I was saying, we haven't seen much of Levi Schoen in this race yet, but he's definitely making himself known now as he's trying to start the battle for the lead. As that was a close call between the 16 of Mathis Wells and the 77 as they're stacking them up. Maybe a little bit of contact there. We'll see if the 33 is going to be able to find a way around, if they're going to force the 77 in the middle, as if looks like they are. Very sketchy situation here coming onto the backstretch.
And that's the one person you don't want to hold up your teammate. That's what Tommy Fletcher Jr. did. He held up his teammate, Sebastian Dupain. Now he's trying to get to the top side. That's Jake Richardson out there, the 17. Jake Gowie trying to move along, Casey Nanico and Eli Bright. But the big loser in this could be Jake Richardson. That 17 is basically gone out of this pack down, hopefully trying to get latched onto the back of it, but he's going so much slower, I don't know if he'll be able to catch on. Brett Sierra also just up the road for our race leaders, and if we stay green, we're going to catch that 77 again a second time, I do believe. So if we stay under the green flag, we're going to catch that 48 again and possibly that 77. As we're coming to 9 to go, DJ Reed moving for the race lead. John Smith and Alex Turner move to second and third on the inside.
Yeah, it looks like DJ Reed here was able to clear himself, but John Smith is going to be able to get below him with help from Alex Turner and the guys on the inside line there. As you can see, John Smith's going to be able to clear himself coming off too, but Alex Turner's going to dive to the inside going onto the backstretch. And then you see the 23 here as well, going to try to see if he can make a move going into 3 and 4 with the help of the 92 of Landon Lyles there. He's going to be able to clear himself, and Landon Lyles is going to dive to the inside of the Max Anderson there.
And there is Brett Sierra ahead the 48. He'll be the next lap car we catch. Remember, he restarted mid-pack in 26th, sold up some drivers, but they got back together after we caught the lap car. Tommy Fletcher Jr. for the race lead. Anthony has the 21 trying to take it. Everyone wants to be the race leader once you catch lap traffic. You want to be out front, try and have control of where you can go. They're going to be side by side as they catch Brett Sierra in turns 3 and 4. Sierra's going to go to the bottom. The top side going to be the place to be. Landon Lyons trying to get around the outside in the 92 and Will. Hernandez also gets around the inside. The middle lane is blocked right now. Nowhere to go for the top 2 lanes. He's now going to block Max Anderson. They're going to try and split him 4 wide. This could be dangerous right here. Entering turn number 1. We'll see how they sort this out. Colin Teague in the middle. The 60 of Michael Gregory, Jeff Bright, Jennifer Beeford. They're going to be 4 wide around Brett Sierra. He comes up almost into DJ Reed as they're getting close trying to get around this 48 car.
Yeah, always trying to manage around lap traffic can be very difficult, especially if everyone's in a pack here. You know, everyone's going to try to go for that open lane first, but it seems like these guys are doing a very good job at it. No contact at the moment as they're getting around the last few lap cars here. Looks like Brett Sierra is going to be able to get to the back of everyone here as Jake Richardson dives to the inside. Very good job by these guys.
Chase Jefferson started first in this race. He's right now at the back of this main draft around 36th position, so it just shows how start position doesn't mean anything here at the Kentucky Speedway. 3 wide at the front of the field. At the front, it is still the 42 leading, and we're catching now a host of lap cars up here as Madison Tall's on payroll, Mason Basker's up ahead, and then Tommy Fletcher Jr. as well. So we're coming around 5 to go here at Kentucky. These 5 have broken away, and then we have 6th on back trying to run down those front 5. We'll see if they can get it done in the draft, and if maybe some lap cars might hold up our race leaders.
Yeah, and this group of 5 cars here is our points leader, Levi Shones, which is probably what he really wanted to see here. It's going to help him grow his lead a little bit more. And he's going to try to get to the inside of Luke, but Luke's is going to block him off there. He's going to stay single file here as Levi's going to actually dive to the inside, now going into 1 and 2. Luke's going to be on the top side. Jose Mills there's almost going to slide up into Luke, but he's going to bring it back down to the bottom of the track and get to the inside of him, possibly get a run on the inside down the backstretch.
And 2 of these 5 at the front are inside the top 6 in points. Remember, after Boston, the top 6 separated by 13 points. Luke Rainey also up there at the 88 in points as well. So it's very likely the 22 or the 88 will be the points here at the end of this day. 3 laps to go in Kentucky. Boston winner Jose Mills moving to second, trying to get to Levi Shones. The front 2 have won races this season, looking for their second. Luke Rain looking for another win, the 88 car, as we're catching lap cars that are side by side. Mason Baskers is actually faster than the 77. Tommy Fletcher Jr. moves around him. We're going to catch Fletcher Jr. within the next lap, and coming to 2 to go, this could determine who wins this race.
Yeah, depending on where we catch the 77 here and possibly even 19 is going to be a big factor in who's going to be able to get out front here as Jose Mills leads with Luke Rainey on the bottom here. Where is the 77 going to go? He's going to go middle lane as the Jose Mills is going to get to the inside. Yes, he does. Looks like the front 5 as everyone else is going to catch up really quick there. This is going to bring a lot more contenders into this.
Shones power move around the outside, but now they're going to be 3 wide. Luke Rainey to the bottom, but we're not done with lap traffic. Mason Baskers is the final knife in the chest of maybe someone's hopes to win this race. He's going to go high and block Jose Mills. 2 cars break away. It's Luke Rainey and Lyons on the white flag lap. Lyons moves low on Luke Rainey into turn number 1, but can Luke look for a crossover in turns 3 and 4 to maybe make it work? Off of 2, Lyons is possibly clear. This 88 pulls away. Can Luke get in line, look for a crossover in 3 and 4? He's got to have a nice run. Hug that yellow line. They work through 3 and 4. Luke Rainey on the back of Landon Lyons. He's going to dive to the bottom. On corner exit. They're going to drag race to the start finish line. The winner of the race is going to be, I believe, Landon Lyons on the outside of the 92, and he does do it over Luke Rainey. Landon Lyons wins the KFC 300 and a photo finish over the 88 of Luke Rainey by about 3/100ths of a second.
That's 2 races in a row where Luke loses out in the final races there. I mean, it's always good to get second, but it's not that satisfaction of getting first. It's going to help Luke in the points at least. As you can see there, a very, very close finish, maybe half a car there. Very good race here. As we said, the lap traffic there definitely came into play, but the 92 of Landon Lyles was able to make the most of it and get the victory here at Kentucky.
Lyons wins over Luke Rainey in Kentucky. Let's go see the finish results after the 8th race of the season. Here are the finish results from the KFC 300 at the Kentucky Speedway. 1 caution flag for 5 laps here today, and 20 lead changes. 14 different drivers led today in this race, and reigning supreme Landon Lyons picks up the W, leading 4 of the 30 laps. Luke Rainey, another second place finish of the season, however good enough to move him up into the points lead after leading 3 laps here today. Anthony Hernandez will get 3rd, Jennifer Beeford 4th, and DJ Reed rounds out the top 5. Landon Dinkins gets 6th, 7th place to Levi Shones, Jake Galloway 8th, Sebastian Kukula and Bronson Minnick round out the top 10. Down here, Sebastian Dupayne finished 12th, led the most laps of 8 here today. Just below him, Adam McDowell, Colin Teague, Danny Lloyd, there's Spurley Tube, Hunter, Anderson, Fitzwater, Jay Jefferson started on pole but gets 20th here today. We look down at the 21st through 40th place finishers. Jose Mills, Boston winner, gets 21st here today. Justin Zaydell, we mentioned him during the race, 23rd. Mathis Wells led a good chunk, 3 laps of this race, but gets 26th. Code Red 27th. He got held up by some lap traffic. You look down, the Brights get 31st and 32nd. Keyshawn Richardson started 42nd, had the helmet cam, but he gets 33rd. And then cars that were 1 lap down, Mason Baskers, Madison Tall, and Brett Sierra. 3 laps down for Tommy Fletcher Jr. He was barely going 160 out there. And now the race, Trey Rainey and Taylor Bryan Price, both from the early accident here today. Let's now go see the point standings.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a new look to the top of the board. The 88 of Luke Rainey is now the points leader, followed by the 22 of Levi Shones. Only fell 15 points behind, so he is still in this. The 42 of Bronson Minnick is in 3rd. The 59 of Zachary Fitzwater is in 4th. And top 5 in points is the 16 of Mathis Wells. And 6 is the 24 of Zachary DeLello, followed by the 33 of Sebastian Dupayne, the 18 of Jennifer Buford, 47 of Madison Toll, and rounding out the top 10 in points is the 40 of Jose Mills. In 11th, the 1 of Jay Jefferson. 12th, the 64 of Evan Hunter, followed by the 29 of Code Red. 21 of Hernandez, the 77 of Fletcher Jr., the 9 of Riley Spurley, the 2 of Colin Teague, the 99 of DJ Reed, the 55 Colton Yo, and rounding out the top 20 in points is the 25 of Eric Olson.
Currently through 8 races this season, we've had 8 different winners. 2 wildcard spots right now would be Riley Spurley, 16th in points, and DJ Reed 18th in points. They both have a victory. No one else above them outside of the top 10 has a victory. That is why they have the 2 wildcard spots. They're going to be challenged by some drivers down here. Landon Lyons up to 22nd with his first win of the season, his first top 10 of the season, up to 22nd in points, trying to challenge to get that top 20. Down here, Adam McDowell as well with the victory, but down in 31st in points. Might need to get another victory, try and get up there and challenge. However, still early on, these points are still kind of close together, so you can gain a good chunk of positions in the point standings in one race. 8 races down of the 28 race season, as we're getting very, very close to chase time already. Basically about, I would say, 11 races away from the chase as we look forward to race number 9, another very crazy one. We go to Hillside for the Exalta 300. I will see you guys then.